guys, welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown. It's time for the midweek wrap-up. I'm Travis Colt, and this... Kevin. Kevin? We're doing the thing.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, welcome to the midweek
I already
wrap-up.
did that!
This is the Wrestling Rundown episode 73. Now we're going to talk about main event and NXT. I did good, right?
Yep, did great. So
right.
we opened up main event with Fandango taking on Adam Rose.
Hey, and he's wearing pants again.
Yeah, he's back to pants, and he's still trying to get that gimmick over. Not quite working until the end. The end, we have an interesting development in the Adam Rose character.
Not as interesting as the flavor of that beverage.
Fandango and Adam Rose had a good match though. These are two guys that they don't get the pushes that they deserve.
No, not at all.
I mean, they have fantastic matches all the time, but they're kind of relegated to the same group of people. Like this whole main event was kind of like the same group of people, and these are two of them. They had a fantastic match.
I call it the best of the undercard.
Yeah, they had a fantastic match. Fandango was firmly in control. Tried to go for the last dance, and Adam Rose ended up going to the outside. And as Fandango got Adam Rose back into the ring, we had an evil bunny appear.
I don't think it's like an evil bunny. I just think that's what the bunny looks like now that he's been living back on the streets.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he was all down. He was down on his luck before Adam Rose picked him up.
Yeah, Adam Rose.
Now it looks like he's been robbing people. It's like, I don't know.
He looks like a bunny character that belongs in Disneyland.
They need to get like the bunny from Donnie Darko. They need to get that mask as like the messed up bunny mask. But regardless, the bunny distracted Fandango enough for Adam Rose to kick the rope into his leg and hit the party foul and pick up the win over Fandango.
Effective technique because he was actually working on Fandango's leg a good majority of the match.
Yeah, and so here's a picture that Adam Rose actually put on Twitter of him walking down the hallway, and you've got the creepy bunny
sitting on a crate
sitting in the back just watching him.
Yeah. Adam Rose saying that he's coming. WWE needs to watch out. Hashtag party's over. Or something like that. Hashtag Tata.
Oh. That was a Leo Kruger thing. Let's make that happen. We had Zack Ryder take on Heath Slater. Heath Slater was firmly in control of this match for most of it, looking very aggressive.
Okay. Can I say brilliant work by Heath Slater in this match? Because at one point, Ryder had him in the ropes, and he was screaming for the ref to get him off of him. And then, or was that Stardust that I'm thinking of?
That was
Stardust?
Yeah, that was Stardust.
Alright, never mind.
Spoiler alert.
Slater was good, though.
Yeah, Heath Slater was extremely vicious in his match.
He told somebody to shut up, which was funny.
He told the whole crowd that they were stupid because they were doing the woo 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 with Zack Ryder. Zack Ryder ended up hitting a Rough Rider out of nowhere. Hitting Heath Slater and picking up the win once again. We'll be seeing him once again on NXT. But our main event, we had Jack Swagger taking on Stardust.
Versus Swagger.
Stardust with no Ascension.
No.
Which kind of bugs me. But still a good match. You know, we've seen these guys go at it multiple times. I didn't the end is what I would expect if Jack Swagger had been on a roll, but because Jack Swagger hadn't really been on much of a roll, other than his beginning of a storyline on Monday, we saw him confront Zed Coulter and then go, in a verbal sparring against Alberto Del Rio. Stardust would go for the disaster kick. He would get ducked. He'd then go for a splash in the corner, get ducked again, and Swagger would roll him up and put on the Patriot Lock and get Stardust to tap out.
Yeah, Stardust tried to roll out of it, and Swagger rolled him back.
Yeah. Good for you, Swagger, picking up a win. Apparently they're going to be running with that Swagger Del Rio story.
Well, and
so cool.
Stardust really raised Swagger's ire earlier in the episode.
True.
by mocking the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, you don't do that to a real American. That's just disrespectful, bro. Before we move on to NXT, I want to talk about a couple little quick news stories. Just some interesting stuff. Speaking of Stardust, we'll actually kick it off with this one. During the match, the fans were chanting, "We want Goldust." And as of November 3rd, Goldust posted on Twitter that he's coming back very, very soon.
As of my birthday. That was his birthday present to me.
Yeah. Happy birthday, Hawk. You're getting Goldust back.
I'm okay with that.
That's a pretty good birthday present. So yeah, we should be seeing him show up pretty soon. And I'd love to see them pick the Stardust Goldust storyline up. This they could even use the fact that they were both civil at the whole thing with the Dusty Classic and Takeover, and they've got a bunch of stuff that they can do, and they can kind of do it in memory of Dusty Rhodes, which I think would be really great. Speaking of past stars, both Billy Graham and Tatanka have signed Legends deals with WWE. Billy Graham thanking Mark Carrano and Triple H for making the whole thing happen. And Tatanka actually said that he's going to see everybody in Dallas. So, could we see Tatanka at Mania this year?
Probably. I'm hoping he's not spoiling the fact that he's going to be in the Hall of Fame, maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, that would be cool. I wouldn't object to seeing Tatanka getting entered into the Hall of Fame, but I do think that it would be kind of lame if he just spoiled it for everybody just now.
Yeah.
On that note too, Triple H has been really good for the company for reaching out
and
mending
a lot of fences.
Yeah, a lot.
San Martino.
And now Billy Graham.
Yeah, now Billy Graham. So yeah, good on you, Triple H, doing good stuff in the world of wrestling. Speaking of good stuff that Triple H has been doing, he's helping all these people down in NXT. And people that have moved up to the main roster. Charlotte has officially got her divorce from Bram finalized as of October 29th, and neither party has decided to take money from either side. They're gonna part ways with whatever money that they've made. That's theirs. Good deal. So Charlotte is able to do whatever she wants now. And Bram, even though you got off, you still might be a woman beater. So I'm not totally sure about you yet. And then one final story. SmackDown will be making its move to USA on January 7th. So I'll actually be able to, watch SmackDown. Actually watch SmackDown.
Yeah.
Usually I either got to go to his house or I have to watch it online because I don't get sci-fi. Because my cable is lame.
Lame cable.
Boo. But let's move on to NXT.
Let's move on to next, where Apollo Crews is going to be getting his shot at Finn Balor's NXT
main event is for the championship. It's a big one, but we open up with Asuka coming out, and I'm trying to think. Okay, what poor unfortunate soul has to face Asuka?
Well, that's what I asked.
Yeah,
you said it was going to be Emma.
I immediately went to Emma because we're far enough removed from Takeover that since Dana Brooke got her ass kicked, it's about time Emma got it too. Because she was just as annoying as Dana Brooke was. No, that's a lie. Not as annoying, but she got on Asuka's bad side. But instead, it got even better because Cameron came back. Cameron looking fantastic, by the way. She looks good.
Yeah. I don't think she didn't look good.
She's a little bit better in the ring.
We saw her at Mania.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she did. She looks better in the ring. There wasn't any noticeable fuck ups or anything.
Yeah.
But Asuka whooped the shit out of her.
Yeah.
She there was at one point towards the beginning of the match where they were over. It was the Cameron wound up for the big slap, and Asuka caught her and put her directly into the armbar.
Oh yeah, flying armbar, which is gnarly. Yeah,
Cameron did not appreciate that, and then Asuka actually came at her, and then she pulled Asuka into the ropes, and that looked really vicious. It looked like they whooped the shit out of each other.
Yeah, she hit a solid suplex on Asuka, which was really good too.
She hit her splits leg drop.
Squeaky.
Yeah, she sounded like a squeaky toy when she did it, but she hit it.
I hit it. Squeak toy. I hit.
And then Asuka, poking fun at Cameron, doing her taunt, and then actually hitting Cameron with the rear view, which I thought was fantastic. But then Asuka just goes full offense. She got a couple different arm submissions on. Looked like she was going for the Asuka lock, but then ended up just like drilling her with 3 back fists.
Yeah.
And then that massive knee to the face. And then she's like, okay, now I'm done. And then locked in the Asuka lock and picked up the win. So, welcome back, Cameron. Now you have to deal with Asuka.
I feel like this was one of those, like, things where, like, you know, we knew Cameron left to go hone her craft and get better. I feel like this was one of the things, like, oh, who am I working? And she's like, oh, I'm getting to work against Asuka tonight. And so she goes to Asuka and she goes, okay, so I've been working really hard to get better at the ring, so I don't want you to go easy on me. And in Asuka's mind, that's a completely different thing than what Cameron was saying.
Cameron probably said, I've got my own style, and I think I'm really strong. And Asuka went, oh, strong style, okay. I know what that is. Well, now Cameron knows what that is. We had Tom Phillips asking Carmella to give a medical update on Enzo and Cass. She started by saying that Cass has a sprained MCL, so he's going to be out. He's going to be out for about a month or so. But before she could go any further, she was interrupted by Dash and Dawson, saying that a sprained MCL. That's all. Well, maybe we should have done a little bit more. That's unfortunate. And Carmella says, "Well, you'll be sorry when my boys are back." And then she kind of wandered off. And then Dash and Dawson let us know that they're getting an NXT Tag Title match next week.
Hell yes.
So Dash and Dawson versus the Vaudevillains next week, and they had a present for the Vaudevillains. They would drop off a wheelchair saying that they're going to need it after the tag title match next week. It's kind of messed up.
It's a good chair with wheels on it.
Yeah. We had Jason Jordan saying, everyone keeps talking about TakeOver, about how good we did there. I feel like we made a statement there, but we're not quite where we need to be. And Gable's like, no, don't worry. We're moving up. That's where we got to show off who we are. And now we're on this steady climb, and eventually people are gonna be like, yeah, there's those guys. They're the world's greatest tag. And Jordan stopped him there. We chuckled.
Thank you, Gable.
You knew it had to happen at least once.
Yeah.
They get compared to them so often that I'm surprised it took them this long.
Well, I think it had to happen now because I said it a lot during Jason Jordan and Ty Dillinger being a thing. And then I still kept saying it with Sawyer Fulton and Angelo Dawkins.
Right.
Because we had these like 2 teams with like wrestling backgrounds, one white guy, one black guy. Mm-hmm. And it just took it to where we needed a charismatic guy to cut the promo.
Yeah.
And just come out with it.
Well, Jordan decides, you know what would really do something for us? If we challenge the greatest team in NXT history.
It was like, bro, we can't wrestle ourselves.
No. I'm talking like the most dominant team, like the longest reigning NXT Tag Team Champions of all time. The Ascension.
Lucha Dragons?
The Ascension.
Ascension. That's what I meant.
And Gable's like, yeah, boys, let's do this. Come on home. And we can show you that we're ready. Dude, come on, say it. Say it.
We're willing.
Oh, that's sick. Ed Gable. He gets so excited when Jordan gets in on it. But yeah, so...
That's what she said.
So yeah,
Maybe.
Jordan and Gable versus the Ascension. I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
That could be good. Maybe that's why the Ascension weren't on main event.
There was an... I'm pretty sure there was an NXT taping tonight. I think that's happening.
Maybe that's it. Alright, so we had Bull Dempsey taking on... Speaking of Angelo Dawkins, he'd be taking on the master of Bullfit. He'd have Sawyer Fulton in his corner. Didn't have a very good chance against Bull Dempsey. He worked him over for a bit, but...
and a lot of stuff he tried got countered.
Yeah, but, Bull's been working... He's got new music now. He's got that cool robe. He's got T-shirts. There's people in the crowd with the T-shirt on. So...
He's got Fit on his back.
Yeah. He kept doing a little...
spin now.
He kept doing a little spin thing before the match started. I thought he was going to be so dizzy, and, Dawkins was going to be able to, take advantage of him, right then and there. But he was well balanced for what I imagined was a dizzy fat man at that point. But Yeah, Bull.
What do you mean? He's trim as fuck.
Bull ends up, just
buff AF,
just
bro.
blazing through Angelo Dawkins. Hits him with the big like bear trap.
The Vader.
Yeah, the
Vader.
That's the Vader attack. The Mastodon. We'll call it that. It was the Mastodon attack.
Bill Dempsey's more like a woolly mammoth.
You're right. Then he hits the seated senton. He sat on Dawkins' face. All right. He landed right on his fucking face. I'm surprised Dawkins was moving after that. Dempsey picks up the win. Fulton showing signs of just aggression and just
being done with Dawkins.
He was so fed up, he just walked away and just left Dawkins laying in the ring. So apparently that tag team's done.
Be careful, man. Be careful.
The slippery slope you're on. You better find another tag team partner quick.
Yeah.
Or become a perfect 10. With the Vaudevillains respond to Dash and Dawson's comments from earlier, say, these roughnecks, using, their aggression to try and get their point across. Well, being gentlemen has worked very well for us, and
being controlled fury.
No.
Dumb advertisement.
It's bad. The Vaudevillains are not controlled fury. Like, technical prowess, or,
That's what happens when they rush commercials.
Something manly. They're manly. Come on.
Controlled manly.
Controlled manliness.
Manly fury.
They said that it's worked well for them, and they're going to retain their status as NXT Tag Team Champions next week when they defeat Dash and Dawson. And Aiden then shoved the wheelchair out of camera frame, and it crashed into what he said was Baron Corbin holding a sledgehammer.
Yeah. Also, I didn't realize how much Simon Gotch sounds like whispering Jack Swagger.
He does. It's the lisp.
He sounds like Jack Swagger when he whispers. He talks really low.
If you close your eyes, you think you're listening to Jack Swagger whispering in your ear.
Yeah, it was strange. I did, though. I closed my eyes and got really close to the TV.
Hey, who did Bailey get to face Alexa Bliss, Blake, and Murphy?
I'm gonna leave.
It was Zack Ryder, bro.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Zack Ryder and the other guy.
Couldn't have just debuted a new tag team or something. Couldn't have been like Jordan and Gable. That would have been fun. Well, at least it's Zack Ryder and Bailey. Yeah. Thomas Wolfe is going to love the shit out of 2/3 of that tag team.
Yeah. It's going to be Thomas Wolfe's favorite 2/3 of a 3-person team in WWE right now.
His favorite 2/3 of a trio.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? Eva Marie's back from Paris. She's still not that great. But she went against Marley. She's adorable. She's good in the ring.
Where's the jersey?
Yeah.
It says Jersey.
Yeah, I thought she was from Jersey at first.
She's a girl. I thought her name was Jersey.
Yeah.
Because it says Jersey on the jersey.
Yeah.
So I thought her name was Jersey, and she was from Jersey, and she was wearing a jersey. They're just trying to get.
It's Jersey wearing a jersey that says Jersey. You know she's from Jersey?
Yeah. And she's new, so she would be New Jersey.
She's not from She's not named Jersey. She's named Marley. Yeah, she looked fantastic.
Yeah.
This was supposed to put Eva Marie over, but I think we just found her new blue pants.
Crowd was really into it.
Yeah, crowd was so behind Marley.
Eva Marie debuting a new finisher.
Yep.
A kneeling flatliner.
Yep, and she ran a full mile instead of half a mile that she had to do the fucking sliced bread thing.
Well, here's what I'm saying. My take on this one is she could at least run this move, where she couldn't actually run the sliced bread, or the sliced bread was in slow motion. This
one was, she still shuffled into place for this. Fucking just hit it, Eva. Don't be afraid of the goddamn mat. Just do something. Yeah, I mean, I was way more excited with Marley than I was with knowing Eva Marie was back, but Yeah, Eva Marie's back.
No, it just means we're that much closer to Eva Marie having a match with Asuka, though.
Yes! Yes!
And then it rounds up the trifecta.
Goddamn right. And then Triple H, I'm sending you a gift basket. Or 3. Haven't decided yet. Depends on how...
A gift basket full of decapitated action figures of Cameron, Eva Marie, and Dana Brooke.
Yes! That's exactly what I'm doing. And a sledgehammer and a shovel. Speaking of Asuka, we had Tom Phillips asking Emma her thoughts about Asuka.
Because now he's relegated to being the backstage interviewer for NXT now.
It's because Rich took over SmackDown.
Fuck you, Rich. Tom is cool.
Rich isn't bad.
Tom is the coolest white commentator they've had since JBL.
Why? Because he was on Swerved?
I don't know.
What did Tom do to be... Like, don't get me wrong, I don't have an issue with Tom Phillips, but...
He's just cool.
Alright.
He just does shit.
Yeah.
He was on Swerved. He did some stuff on Swerve.
Yeah. He
got zapped in the ass.
And then he got Alex Riley
Oh
and Zack
yeah!
Ryder.
He fucking baited Alex Riley to get
That's why you like
That's why I like Tom Phillips.
Anyway,
yeah.
he asked Emma how she feels about Asuka, and Emma says, "You know what? I have the utmost respect for Asuka, but I don't appreciate her getting all up on my face a couple weeks ago."
And smiling.
And then Dana said the same thing. She's like, "I have the utmost respect for Asuka, but when she came in and patted my head, no. See, you don't do that."
That was childish.
Yeah. And so.
LOL.
So.
We miss you, Devin.
Dana. What?
I said we miss you, Devin.
But Dana ends up saying, you know, I'd love to get in the ring one more time with Asuka. Be careful what you wish for. But Emma said, no, see, you've already had your shot. Now it's my turn. I'm guessing we're going to be getting that next week. Asuka versus Emma. And Emma, I like you, but you're probably going to die. Just
watch yourself.
Yeah.
Be careful.
Don't listen to what Dana says. She's filling your head with poison. It's bad. And not like the good kind of poison. You don't have classic rock playing in your head. It's just shit. It's like Justin Bieber.
And potatoes you grew in shit.
But then we have our main event.
That's a reference to the movie I just watched. The Martian starring Matt Damon.
I still want to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
It's good.
We have. Alright, so we're at our main event. Finn Balor defending the NXT Championship against Apollo Crews.
Let's just say right now, the first thing right off the bat, I want them to do exactly what they did with this, with every other championship match they have.
Yes! Mood lighting!
They shut the lights down and gave them, like,
the
spotlight introductions.
You didn't even have the referee or the announcer. It was just, you had Finn Balor, you had Apollo Crews, just... You know, really making it feel like it was a big fight.
Yes.
Like, it actually made it feel more important. The only time the referee came in was to hold up the championship, which just made it look more intense.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, it was the perfect way to set up a championship match. You know, they shook hands, they were ready to go, and they fucking tore it down.
Yeah, they had an amazing match. Obviously, I mean, both these guys have very similar styles.
Yeah, very fast-paced, lots of kicks.
But they played off of each other like crazy.
Yeah,
like super well.
One of the first really good spots was that, you know, Finn does his roll-through drop kick, and then just a few minutes later, Apollo did it back to Finn.
Yeah.
You know, both of them just... Fuck it. Finn clotheslined the shit out of Apollo Crews.
He did.
Dropped him right on his damn head. It was just such... There was such animosity.
Apollo kicked Finn in the face and bloodied his nose.
Busted his nose.
Right before he got dove on, though.
Dive
on him a few seconds later.
Finn hits a really pretty Bloody Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get that, you know, because a lot of people see that as a Finn Balor finisher, because that's what he used on the Indies, and then when Apollo kicks out, you get a really big reaction with that, which was fantastic. Apollo actually hitting the gorilla press, and then actually getting the knees off the moonsault, and just some great back and forth stuff. You know, each of them just kicking each other. Like, they got some great sound on those kicks. just a fantastic battle for the championship, which is ultimately interrupted and ruined by Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin coming down and destroying both guys.
Yeah, he like tossed Finn out of the ring really quick, and then he beat the crap out of Apollo Crews on the outside.
Yeah, dropping Apollo on the stairs. Finn ended up trying to like grab him through the ropes, and he got socked in the face again. Corbin ends up getting back in and just wailing on Finn Balor. And thanks, Neville.
Grandpa hat.
Yeah, just Baron just proving dominance, trying to show that he deserves to be in the title picture. He ultimately gets run off by Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe.
Baron Corbin doesn't have very good luck against Samoa Joe. So
Samoa, no, he doesn't.
So Samoa Joe ends up running Baron Corbin off, watches him walk to the
back.
Corbin
got sort of stuck trying to slide out of the ropes.
A little bit.
His shoulders are too broad, so he tried to roll, and he's like, okay.
I can't go anywhere. He makes it up to the top, and Joe's watching him, making sure he backs off. And then we got the one thing I did not think was going to happen. I thought for sure...
I called it about 10 seconds before it happened.
You did. I thought for sure that when these two went at it is going to be a very, respectful, hey, who's better championship feud. But instead we got Samoa Joe with the heel turn, attacking Finn Balor, setting him up on the top rope, saying, "I did this to you," and then hitting him with a muscle buster and posing with the NXT Championship.
Predicting the future. I did this to you before he did his move.
Oh. Clever. What started as a great championship match actually swerved into what could potentially be a really phenomenal Fatal 4-Way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna predict that's gonna happen at TakeOver London.
I'd totally be down for that. They're gonna be at Wembley, a sold out Wembley.
Yeah, that's going to be a fucking huge crowd. That place is super huge.
Yeah. I think it's 30,000?
Yeah.
Something like that?
I don't know. It's going to be huge. It's a huge arena. Here's my mindset when I was watching the main event. I was watching it and I go, fuck, they're going to put Balor over and it's going to be Cruz's first loss. And I was like, okay, so how are they going to do it? And I realized, no, they probably don't want to do it yet. So they're going to come up. And, I said, they're going to probably have somebody interfere. This is what I said, at the beginning of the match.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to have somebody interfere and cause a disqualification.
And I actually said, if anybody does, it's going to be Baron Corbin.
And in my head, I was thinking, as long as it's not Samoa Joe.
Right.
To me, it's as long as it's not Samoa Joe, because they're working him really well as a babyface. And Corbin came out, which is, the most likely guy to come out and do that. And then the match gets called off, and Samoa Joe runs him out. But it was as soon as I realized, Samoa Joe, ran him off, and then, he took, a step back from the ropes, and got this weird look on his face, and
he kind of looked back at Finn for a second,
I was like, oh, shit, now he's gonna fucking clobber Finn.
Yeah, you're swerve, Joe turns on Finn, and he did it. And, this kind of harkens back to even the Divas Fatal 4-Way that we had. Apollo Crews kind of playing the Becky Lynch character, how, he's come up, he's made a name for himself, but he's not necessarily going to be a contender for the championship yet. He's kind of getting his shot, but he's not considered to be next in line for championship.
He's not a threat to the champion.
And then you've got the two bigger experienced people that have been around. You got, it's kind of weird to compare those two, but Joe and Corbin kind of being the Sasha and Bayley of the situation. Established people that have, that have names, prove that they can be in a championship picture. And then you've got Finn Balor, Charlotte as the champion, kind of going into this I have three very viable contenders. And I think, Corbin has really come into his own. We know Joe can go. And this match between Finn and Cruz, just proves that Cruz deserves to be in a title picture as well.
Yeah.
And I think the 4 styles could work really well. And even though Baron Corbin isn't as seasoned as the other 3, I think the 3 of them could hold their own and even make Baron Corbin look phenomenal in a Fatal 4-Way match for the title. So
yeah, it's gonna happen down the line. I hope it'd be good.
We'll have to wait and see.
It would be neat to have that as the next takeover. Maybe we can call this one like Takeover 4-Way 2.
Maybe
4-Way the sequel.
Yeah. And the theme song is going to be Ace of Spades by Motorhead. Which is pretty fucking cool. Badass song.
Trips, you know those guys.
Yeah.
Triple H. Play it live.
I don't think Lemmy can. I mean, he'd probably have to sit down.
Probably. I don't care.
Triple H actually posted a picture on Twitter a couple weeks ago of him with Lemmy, and I'm guessing they were discussing probably using Ace of Spades for a theme song. So,
which a conversation like this? Hey Lemmy, can we use Ace of Spades? Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Good combo.
Remember that time you
take a picture?
Played me to the ring at WrestleMania? Yep. Cool.
Yeah, I remember both of them.
Yep.
Actually, I don't remember the first one. Did you hear how many drugs it sounded like I was on?
I couldn't even remember the words to your theme song. I wrote that.
Yeah, I don't blame him for that one though. No. It's not like that's a song they probably ever played live any other time ever.
Probably not.
So.
But anyway, that's it for the Midweek Wrap-Up. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, favorite, subscribe.
Click a lot of those links, if not all of them.
There's actually 11 down there.
There's a new link.
I forgot there was 11. When I said there was 10, I lied. There's 11 because my Facebook is down there also.
Yeah.
Add me on Facebook.
There's 11.
And I don't know if you saw what I did earlier today, but I'm giving it a shot.
Is this going to be a 12th link now?
It could be. Still working on it.
Maybe
but as of right now, you know what? I'll put it down there. There is now going to be a 12th link where you can go to SoundCloud and listen to us as a podcast.
Yeah, an audio-only version of what we do.
As of right now, this week's Raw review is the only one up.
So
I'll probably put the midweek wrap up as well.
Sorry for those of you who listen to it through SoundCloud. You're not going to get any of the cool pictures.
Yeah, but that's just all the more reason. If you prefer just listening to us, you can download us on SoundCloud. If you like watching us, you can play us on YouTube. Anyway, you can check out both those links that we posted.
If you like smelling us,
we don't have smell-o-vision.
You're fucking weird.
You can find the link to that particular podcast on both the Facebook and the Tumblr. I'll be posting to the feed down in the description as well. And we'll start putting these up. Maybe each week you'll have just the week's episodes because we're kind of doing the free trial thing. We can only put up to like 3 hours of audio on there.
Oh.
So you'll probably just get the week's worth. But until we start uploading more videos, you get the full week and podcast version. So check it out. Give us some listens. Let us know which you prefer, and we'll see which way we go. Thanks for watching. Post it down in the comments what you thought about the title match, what do you think about heading into the next NXT TakeOver, since we're about a month away from it. And check out that playlist if you're watching us on YouTube, because we got a Raw review up there. This is the midweek wrap-up. We'll have a SmackDown rundown. Thomas Wolfe's top 5 from the month of October.
On his birthday.
Yeah. And then we'll have a indie news where I'll be giving you results to Survival of the Fittest from Ring of Honor.
Yeah. And Chikara's last
That's a lie. I'm not giving you results. I'm just telling you what's going to happen this week.
Oh. You got me excited for that.
My bad.
You're a dick. No, I'll be giving you results from AAW's Jawbreaker, CZW Cerebral.
Jawbreaker?
No, not
You got me. You got me. Me excited. Never say die.
Never Say Die. Jawbreaker already happened.
Jawbreaker was like 2 months ago.
Never Say Die, CZW Cerebral, and Chikara's last 2 events before the season finale.
Coming
so we'll
up
know
quick.
on this upcoming indie news who's going to be the winner of Challenge of the Immortals.
Hell yeah. And whether or not there's going to be brand new Campeones de Parejas.
Hell yeah.
As the Punk Rock All-Stars take on NRG. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you at whatever video you decide to watch next.